Hi guys, welcome back to another night talk.
Aye.
And tonight we're going to be talking about whether or not aliens exist or not. Ray could start it off.
I'm not only going to be arguing with Sugar Plum on this. I think I'm probably going to be arguing with every single viewer when I say this. There's a really high chance that aliens are real. Like the chance, it's not low, or it's not like there's this much chance, and no, there's a high possibility. It's probably even reality. It's probably a fact, but I don't want to tell you that it's a fact because I'm not. Obviously, we don't have proof. But I strongly believe that aliens are real, right, Sugar Plum?
No.
I strongly believe aliens, because why wouldn't aliens be real? If we jump to that assumption, I think we're thinking too highly of ourselves. Y'all sit down every day, y'all eat Tide Pods, y'all feel that special to think that there's nobody else, or no, I'm not even gonna say nobody, because alien life might not have like a physical body. You're gonna tell me that you're the only life form in the whole universe? They said there's more stars in the universe than there are sand grains on a beach. And as we all know, that each star has a whole like planet system. It has either 1, 2, or so forth amount of planets revolving on it. You're gonna tell me that us humans and our dogs and our cats were the only lives in the universe, when there's more, I'm gonna say this again, there's more stars in the universe than there is grains of sand on a beach. You're gonna tell me that we're the only life? And if we are the only life, you're gonna tell me that y'all don't even wanna get off. I mean, Earth is great, don't get me wrong, Mother Earth. Y'all trying to tell me that you wanna stay on this Earth until we all die. You don't wanna go out and explore those other hundreds of billions of stars that there are. If we are the only lives, right? I think that's crazy to even think that we're that special. And now there's a new theory. What is it called, baby? There's a new theory that it's a multiverse. So instead of one universe, it's multiple universes. Are you trying to tell me that we're the only ones? Aye. So what you think?
I personally don't think there's aliens, but I also think it's up to every individual. I guess it's sort of similar to whether God is real or not.
So wait,
we haven't had any like proof of aliens, and for all we know, like aliens could be behind us. They could be behind us in like technological advances. So say we reach them first and they're like still in like the primitive age.
So you do believe there are aliens?
No, I don't. I'm saying if they were to be real, I feel like most people expect us to meet aliens and they're like this otherworldly type of thing, and they have so much knowledge and they're so advanced in certain things, and they could do so much more great and things that you wouldn't normally think is possible.
Things that we would consider magic.
And what if we were to meet them and they're actually behind us? That's also something to think about. I don't know. Personally, I don't think.
Hey, but why don't you believe that aliens are real though? That just doesn't. Why do you not want aliens to be real?
It's not about wanting. I feel like we would have found by now. Like there would have been something.
But the universe is vast. It takes months for us to get to Mars. Months. With our fastest rockets, it takes months to get to Mars.
No. Maybe when we're dead and gone.
So,
still,
there might be aliens that are far away, in my opinion.
Or what if they're aliens and they look like us? Are they even considered aliens? I think it's very likely they could be just like us.
It's really unlikely, in my opinion.
I don't think so. I think when people think of them, they're like green and have like three
They don't
fingers
have to be green.
And big black eyes with a big head, and they're naked. Like that's like Hollywood's version. But that's also like, you know how they have dinosaurs. We always thought dinosaurs were a certain way, but now we're finding out that some of them had feathers. It's just like it's all up for interpretation. I don't know, but that's on just like how they look. But for existence wise, no, I don't believe that they exist. In my opinion.
Listen, aliens exist, and we're gonna find out soon. That's my belief. It's gonna happen soon, and I feel like I'm waiting for it to happen. I hope nothing bad happens, but I'm waiting for it to happen because I feel like it's gonna change the way people view life. and view society in a whole. I feel like everything is gonna change. What we more focus on, what we focus on more in society, that's gonna change soon if we ever find aliens.
Why do you think that?
Because you know how we live this life and we just all we worry about clothes and cars and stuff like that. I feel like when we find out that aliens exist, that curiosity that dwells inside of us is gonna come out more in more people. I mean, it exists in a lot of people. That curiosity, it shows itself. That's why we have scientists and all those stuff. But I feel like it's gonna come out if the fact comes out to the public that aliens are real. I'm not saying that the fact is there and somebody's hiding it or anything. I don't know. But if that fact ever comes out that aliens are real, I feel like that curiosity inside people, especially kids, that next generation is gonna be curious because everybody's gonna want to know where they're from, what their home is like, why they look like that. Is it DNA? Is it not DNA? What's their belief? How do they think the universe was created? What kind of sciences they've reached? How they've advanced? You know, what can they do? What can they not do? What can we? So that curiosity is gonna come out of more people. I feel like the whole structure of how our minds are set up in this day and age of society, the whole thing is gonna change, and that's perfect. I know y'all love y'all Gucci bags and all these things. It's still gonna be around, but I feel like most of that stuff is gonna change.
I think if they're on equal level or lesser than us, it's not gonna change. I don't think that. But
still, even if they're on equal level or lower than us, most likely they've figured out stuff that we haven't figured out, so we can do like that exchange of information. So it's not, even if they're lower than us, that doesn't mean that they don't know stuff that we don't know. Does that make sense? That don't mean that they know stuff that we know. Some of the things, even if they're lower than us, some of the things that they know might be different. We might be able not even be able to compare our scientific advancements because it's completely different. Like we figured out fire first, and that kind of led to most of the advancements. Followed fire, this, that. Maybe they discovered something else first, so they kind of went a separate way and advanced in a different way. So we might not be able to compare, in my opinion. And as you guys can see, I've thought about these type of things a lot, because that's just what my mind does. Those dumb type of stuff, cartoony type of stuff. So, but why would you want aliens to be real?
I don't know. It depends. It really depends.
On what? If they're bad or if they're good?
Yeah.
I mean, but humans are bad.
Because what if they treat us how white people treat black people? Or any other minority?
I mean, but the
if they think they're so superior than us.
Mm-hmm.
We were talking about this earlier when we went to do laundry.
Mm-hmm. We
completely didn't do laundry on New Year's Eve days, guys, if y'all watched the video. But we were talking about it, and we just like, people, were you the one that said it? Mm-hmm. That people have this thing inside them when they're superior, they want to kind of like conquer the weak. Mm-hmm. And if they're so much farther ahead of us,
they probably feel like they should.
And what if they're so much lower than us, and then we look at them,
we feel like we should.
We're the superior race.
Mm-hmm. And I would hope that based on what we've been through as a human race, whites and blacks, I hope that we learn from that and not try to reciprocate the same type of. I agree.
They're still racist people.
But I hope that most of the scientists and the people in charge would realize. And nowadays, the power is in the people. So they make us think. I hope the people would say, the majority of the people would say, no, we're not doing this enslavement thing again. No more slaves. We're not taking advantage of anybody. No colonies. None of that.
Children camps.
Because
the Mexican kids. Those kids died in there. A few.
So do you think that we might, if aliens are real, do you think
humans deserve to find aliens?
Or maybe we're not ready to find aliens.
I don't think humans deserve to find aliens. We're not there yet. We can't even get ourselves together as a whole.
Yeah, we're still trying to separate, building a wall.
Species, because I still think they would really look like us, but that's just my.
I don't think they would look like physically how we look.
I think they would look just like us.
Because the reason why we look like this is because of our environment.
Maybe a different color.
Expressed this way. Our DNA is expressed a certain way because of exactly. They're gonna look different.
Well, they adapted the same way as us in most countries.
That would mean that their planet is exactly like Earth. That's literally what that would mean. If their planet is exactly like Earth,
I'm sure
tick for
whatever.
tack, then probably, who knows, probably they're gonna, and not even because the life probably won't even look like us, because the reason we look like this now is because most of the life, because it wasn't only humans, there was different types of humans, and we're just the only human race that survived. Most of them died out. So on that other planet is not a high chance that history passed the same exact way, like those, because that all that would be is like a separate dimension, like a different reality, a parallel universe. That's what that would be. There's no way that the exact human species died off on that planet that did on this planet.
Because you need certain things to be a living thing.
Water and oxygen, yeah.
No, I said to be a living thing. Like, you have to produce waste, you have to reproduce, and you do need water, and you do need certain things.
But that don't mean that you're gonna look the exact way, baby.
I think they will look really
They say only a fraction of all life on Earth is alive today. Most of the life that existed died off. So can you imagine what that life looked like? What most of those things look like? We have mammals, reptiles, and can you imagine what those other ones, that species that died off, can you imagine what they look like, what they could have done? Like, that type of stuff intrigued me, and we'll probably never know, right? So aliens might just be like, if the planet is exactly like Earth, it might just be, instead of the species that died off here on Earth, maybe they're still alive there, and we could get a glimpse, if they're the same, or maybe they're just like a whole different thing. But we'll only know if we look at their DNA. And I doubt they would come and give us a pick of their blood, if they have blood or anything. And maybe they don't even have DNA. Maybe it's a whole different thing for us to understand and realize. And that's what I mean by the curiosity of the humankind will come back out. That's what kept us up. I mean, curiosity probably killed a lot of cavemen back in the days. They saw a big mouthed animal and went inside to go look and got swallowed up or something. But as they say, curiosity killed the cat. But curiosity is why we're here right now. Why I'm sitting in front of a camera and you're able to see me, because of that same curiosity. Why it's looking so bright and it's night talk. It's nighttime, but the room is still looking bright. That's curiosity led to that. Somebody developed the light bulb. Somebody figured out electricity. Alright guys, thank you for watching another Night Talk. If you guys enjoyed, let us know. And I'm hoping to see a whole conversation, because I know everybody have their own opinions. What aliens would look like, if they exist or not. And people are probably bashing us, talking about, oh, he's a nerd, she's a nerd, why is that even a conversation? Whatever you think, I don't care. But if you guys like the video, like and subscribe. New year, we're trying to hit some major goals, so we would really appreciate if you guys subscribe. Right, sugar?
Don't forget to comment.
Definitely. Aye.
Bye, guys.